Hello everyone and welcome to a special announcement video in a new editing style. This is Alrav from Quebec, Canada, the author and creator of Algatras the Protecteur / Algatras le Protecteur. And without any further delay, I am here to announce with you today that the second issue of Algatras is now officially out on my Substack. It is available for all paid subscribers on the platform. In one of my very first video on that site, I've mentioned my commitment to keeping the entirety of the blog comics and the first issue of Algatras for free until the release of the second issue. So all of that stuff under the banner of blog comic / BD en blog, that will remain available for free. There are no changes on that front. However, all the stories from the second issue and onward, that will now be shifting toward a hybrid of free and paid content. So some content will still be available for free, while others will be reserved for paid subscribers, all of which will be now released under the banner of Blog Comics 2, also known as BD en blog 2. To highlight the change, as in all the posts associated with these take place after the event of the second issue of the comic book. So that's the change behind the banner. Now, as for the scheduling to be expected, within the 6 days that I allow for uploading on Substack, the Monday / lundi and the Thursday / jeudi, these days of the week will remain for free content. So all the blog comics chapters that will be released in TS will remain for free. However, the Tuesday, Mardi, and Friday, Vendredi, these 2 days will now be reserved for paid subscribers only. These particular blog comics chapters will be focusing on setting up the expanded universe around Algatras to accommodate the future books and the future of the universe as a whole. Now, as for the middle of the week, the Wednesday / Mercredi, this is interesting, and the Saturday, also known as Samedi. The video content that I release in multi-platform between Substack and YouTube, all of this stuff will remain available for free. There are no change plans on that. That include the making a comic book challenge, as well as all the other stuff that I make on a weekly basis. The one thing, however, with regard to content for paid subscribers is that there are some exclusive that will be released during the middle of the week, the Wednesday, Mercredi. That would be stuff like some of the early draft of the albums the comic books that are released on my Substack. So the early draft and stuff will be released during those days, as well as an exclusive declassified video miniseries that will be focusing on the history of the making of the various characters within my comic book universe. So this bonus content piece will be released for paid subscribers during the middle of the week. The Saturday, for now, there are no plans to add any sort of exclusive content for paid subscribers, but that could change in the future, as I do have the long-term ambitions that as sales and popularity grow, it will eventually be possible to our author, artists, and creatives to sort of work on the comic book universe itself. So I will be saving the Saturday for these when they do happen. Now, on a final note, the last thing you need to know is that I'm still committed to providing free content as much as possible to encourage more readership, and so there are some new things that will be said. I'm currently focusing on starting up the 3rd issue of the comic book series, which again will be reserved for paid subscribers. But I do have some new stuff for free readers. And for instance, I do have the very first comic strips that are ready to be released. So the comic strips themselves, they can consist of these miniature albums or comic books of sort that focus more on lighter tone stories and stuff, such as slice of lives and fan service, that sort of stuff, all of which for the comic strip format. There are also some short stories that are planned to be released, and some point at when again these things will be available for free simply because the short stories themselves, they will be the equivalent of the previews that traditional American comics have. In this instance, rather than previewing the actual installment and stuff, I will be simply releasing some short stories to promote the new paid album. So that's what you get. By the time you actually do opt for Apple subscribers, you'll be getting a whole 48 page of stories in there. So that's exactly the philosophy. And if you still want a preview, be assured that Making a Comic Book Challenge will still be focusing on showing you the page of the stories themselves as they are made, so you can enjoy the whole finished product for the paid subscribers. And that's it for today's video, folks. So let me know what you think in the commentary section below, and as always, look forward to all the Algatras the Protecteur / Algatras le Protecteur stuff on my Substack. The links are always available in the description below on my channel's page. And with that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll see one another very soon. Enjoy the reading.